better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Bowling Green's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Anderson wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has read the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson will throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Gives it on the option. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Grab behind the line. It's Porter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by a field goal over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Anderson wants to throw. He's got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harris. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. keeping it on the ground with the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
And the Falcons will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Working the middle. It's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bowling Green. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're a lot of space. He's inside the 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Anderson will throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Snaps it in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Try to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Smashes it between the uprights. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. And nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big move.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Anderson wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Wilkins.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
.90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw. It's Sayin. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some